Hi guys, now we are coming to the screening and assessment stage. In this screening and assessment stage, it is the most important and vital role in the end-to-end KYC. So now if you are doing end-to-end KYC for individual or corporate or financial institution, screening and assessment is the very important stage because here only we will be identifying the true match or false match of PEP, adverse media and sanctions. If it is a true match, then definitely it will be impacting the risk rating of the entity or a financial institution or an individual. So basically what we'll be doing in screening and assessment stage is here we'll be identifying, suppose if you take entities or a financial institution, there will be having a beneficial owners. If beneficial owners is not there, then there will be the deemed beneficial owners. They will be acting like a beneficial owners of the entity or a financial institutions. So suppose if you are identifying any adverse news or sanctions or a PEP, then definitely it will be impacting the risk rating. Definitely it will be going out to the high risk rated. High risk rated means in previous video we have been discussed that we need to perform periodic review for annually. Whereas if there is no PEP or if there is no adverse or if there is no any sanctions on the entity or an individual, then definitely it will be the low and medium risk customers. So that will impact the risk rating of the entity in this stage. So in detail we will be seeing the screening and assessment stage of end-to-end KYC. Here, here we will be doing the mitigation of the alerts. In mitigation of the alerts, first we need to know the KYC of the entity or KYC of the individual. What is KYC means? KYC is the know your customer. Means on what basis you are identifying the customer. Suppose I want to open an account in HDFC Bank. I will go to HDFC Bank and the relationship manager over there, he will be asking me the particular documents like my sal. If I want to open a salary account, he will be asking my salary details like in which company I am working. After that he will be giving one form to me, account opening form. Then he will be asking me your my passport or my Aadhaar card, my driving license. Why he will be asking means he need to identify the customer, means he need to identify me. So on what basis he will be identifying myself means with the help of the documents. Means there will be two steps. One is the identification, one is the verification. Identification means he will be coming to know me with the personal thing. Means he will be seeing with his eyes only. Yes, this person exists. But how he will verify the my details means if I take my Aadhaar card, basically in Aadhaar card there will be my name, date of birth, address, and my identification number. He will input my identification number, all my details will pop up, so he will be verifying all my details. So how he will be doing my address verification means once you open an account, savings, current or salary account, you need to go to your home after 1 hour or after 2 hours. Definitely there will be a geo tagging where RM will himself come to your house for a geo tagging. There he will be verifying your name. From Aadhaar card, you will be verifying your name, date of birth, residential address, and identification number. So with this identification number, we will be coming across the if he is belonging to any PEP, if there is an adverse news on the individual. How we will be seeing in this stage means, particularly in screening and assessment stage, we will be doing the mitigation of the alerts. For example, I am opening a HDFC account. Suppose if I am opening a SBI account, State Bank of India, Chennai account. So in that beneficial owner, think Narendra Modi is the beneficial owner of the company because he is having more ownership in that company. Now I need to enter all the ownership details and identification and verification stage. I will be inputting all the passport details. I will be inputting all the identification details of the individual. Then coming to the screening and assessment stage. In this screening and assessment stage, we will be having a two matches, true match and false match. If he is a true match, then we need to perform it as a PEP match, adverse media match, sanction match. If it is a false match, then definitely we can close all the alerts. How basically we will be doing is there will be 4 steps normally. One is name screening, second is the date of birth match, gender match and profile match. So here I want to explain you one line profile, not only the identification documents, also the entity documents, whatever the documents you don't have. First you should follow this path, maker. I am the maker now. I will be reaching out to the IMO. IMO is intermediary middle officer. IMO will reach out to the relationship manager. The relationship manager will reach out to the client. Why relationship manager will only reach out to the client? Why can't maker and IMO will reach out to the client? Means, suppose I am working from a Bangalore location. I am working for UK and US clients. I can't directly go to the UK and US to collection of the documents, right? So I will be drafting a mail that what are the documents I need, what are the documents I have. So basically what are the documents we require to open a corporate or financial account means we need to have a business license, trade registry, certificate of incorporation, certificate of registration, beneficial owner details, CBDQ, which will be for financial institutions, correspondent banking questionnaire. With that only we will be doing the correspondent banking evaluation sheet, which is mandatory for financial institutions for correspondent relationships. Okay, so apart from these documents we can also source from ADS sources will be there, like acceptable data sources. Every company will have their own acceptable data sources, like name of the company we can source from SIFT KYC registry, or we can also source from annual report, and date of incorporation, date of registration we can get from previous documents only. I have already told you that we will be having two types of customers. One is NTB and one is ETB. NTB means we will be asking all the documents to the relationship manager because it is a new to bank. Whereas when it comes to the ETB, existing to bank, previously also we will be having some documents, old documents we will be having. We need to rely on them. Just we need to refresh all the documents. It should be only 3 months when you are doing the refresh of the documents. Okay, keep this in mind. And what are the documents we need from the client? We will be reaching out to the IMO. IMO will reach out to the RM. RM will reach out to the client. In the same way we will be getting all the documents, then we will be inputting all the details in different tools in which the companies are having. Okay, mainly screening and assessment stage only it is very important because risk rating will be depending on this stage only. And also nowadays PwC, EY, Wipro, TCS, all these companies are looking for end-to-end KYC profiles, or they will be looking for a sanction screening profiles. So this is the step where you can easily get a job with a what you will be performing screening, how you will be performing screening, what you will do if you get a true match, how you will close the false match. Now we will be discussing. Okay, if you have any doubts please comment in the comment section so that we will be replying to all your queries. Okay, now how we will be mitigating means, suppose I have already told that for example SBI, State Bank of India is owned by Narendra Modi. So Narendra Modi is from Gujarat, right? Now we will be inputting the Narendra Modi in our tool. Each company will be having different tools like LexisNexis, one is RDC, one is GNSRT, and etc. Each company will be having their own tools, right? So in these tools we will be inputting a name Narendra Modi. So we will be getting all watch list names. It will be like lakhs and crores like that. In that, what is matching with Narendra Modi name we will be getting. So Narendra Modi or Modi Narendra, you keep them as a separate Excel, which is a true match. Now you keep all false matches as the aside. We don't require that false matches. Now what are matching Narendra Modi or Modi Narendra? Then you will be looking for a date of birth match. If date of birth is not matching, then you close it as a false match. Now keep this aside, left side in a separate Excel. Even if date of birth is also matching, then look for a place match. Narendra Modi is basically from a Gujarat, right? Residential address. Now here place of birth will be having a US, UK, Singapore, Hong Kong. So here look for a place mismatch. If place mismatch is having, then you keep them as a false match. Now again you will be filtering with a gender match. Some will be female, some will be male. You again filter with the gender mismatch, you keep them as a false match. Now you will be getting only 5 or 10 hits. In that you look for a profile match. Some will be politicians, some will be doctors, some will be lawyers and everything. So you need to keep them as a match. After you confirm as a match, don't blindly put him as a match and prepare a PEP assessment form or a adverse media assessment form or sanctions risk assessment form. You need to go to the IMO for confirmation. IMO will confirm you whether you need to treat as a match or a false match. Then IMO will reach out to the RM for confirmation. Only when RM confirms you, yes, you need to treat him as a true match, then only you will be treating them as a true match. Understood? This is how we will be performing the screening and assessment stage, which is very important. Screening and assessment basically will be doing the mitigation alerts for. So in interview they will be asking how you will be performing the screening and assessment stage. We will be telling in screening and assessment we will be doing the mitigation of PEPs, adverse media and sanctions. How we will be performing is there we will be having a two hits. One is a false match, one is a true match. How you will be performing true match means if there is a name match, then we will be go for date of birth, place match, gender match, profile match. Then only we will be putting them as a true match. After confirmation from RM only you will be confirming that as a true match. Otherwise you keep them as a false match. After this stage you will be getting a risk rating tool. From all inputting the details, ownership details, individual details, screening and assessment stage, all these details you will be inputting a risk rating tool. When you input all these details in the risk rating tool, automatically it will pop out you risk rating. Like in previous video we have discussed that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D, E. D and E are 4 and 5 is risk rating, high risk rating. So for them you will be performing a risk rating annually, periodic review annually. Okay. Now if you have any questions based on the screening and assessment, KYC, AML, sanctions or any another doubts, you can ask in the comment section. We will be replying to your queries. And if you need any help during the interview, cracking of the interviews, any help in guiding of the subject, you can message in the comment also. We can contact you and help you. Our request is only to like and subscribe this channel so that we will be getting a boost to add more videos to this channel. Thank you.